Okay folks, it is Matthew here and we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. We are now going to do case number 51 of Pacific Bay. This is the first of 6 cases in Paradise City after we just came off 5 in Innovation Valley. And it is now time to begin. We're coming down to the end. This is the penultimate district of Pacific Bay before I go on to the World Edition. So I want to thank these 3 for helping me out. Paulo, Roberto, Abdul, and Paul. So let's get to Paradise City. Killer takes all. Thank God we're out of Innovation Valley, Matthew. I swear if I see one more robot, I'll scream. But the only thing people care about in Paradise City is having fun. I came here once before. I drank so much I forgot my own name. Typical. Sounds pretty quiet by your standards, Frank. Anyway, Paradise City isn't heaven. Gambling, prostitution, drugs, the list goes on. Not only that, but the number of robberies is going up, specifically in the big casinos on the Strip. This town needs to be put back on the straight and narrow, and Matthew's the one to show these corrupt locals how real police work's done. And if we happen to play some poker in the process, what's the harm in that? No way, Frank. I don't need a gambling addict on my team. But Andrea, that's like showing a man a steak dinner and then telling him he can only eat the salad. Everyone gambles in Paradise City. Alright, come on Matthew, let's go check out the Strip. See if there's any crime that can take my mind off the casinos. Whoa! A gambling set. Victim's body. No parking. Yellow flower. Limousine. Broken pieces. Already up to 17th. Whoa, Matthew, how do you do it? We're just having a look around the Paradise City Strip and you find a body. I guess you could hardly miss this guy with a stick in his eye. What is that, anyway? You're right, it looks like a croupier stick. They use them in casinos for moving your winnings around. That's if you win, of course. So someone used that croupier stick as a murder weapon. Talk about bad luck. And you're right, judging from his clothes, our victim's a casino croupier himself. Maybe a disgruntled customer offed him. What did you find to help figure this crime out? Those broken pieces look quite expensive. Put them back together. I like your thinking, Matthew. If this guy was killed with a croupier stick, then maybe that gambling set is connected to the murder. Let's look through it. We'll autopsy the body now. And I'm going to grab a bunch of stars, so sit tight. Okay, I got me some more stars. Now let's examine the broken pieces. Definitely a scarab. Just got the 9 in time. So those broken bits you found on the Strip form a ladybug jewel. Looks pretty classy. What was it doing next to a murder victim? Think Jan can find something on this jewel to clue us in on its owner? Let's get it to him. Okay, 3 hours. Just help someone out for a crime report. There we go. Another 9. Just help this person out. You found a teddy bear in that box of casino supplies from the strip? What? Hey now, that's my teddy bear! Give it back to me! The teddy bear is yours? What's it doing next to a dead body? And who are you? Why, I'm Betty Wyatt. My divorce just came through and I'm in Paradise City to party! Didn't you hear what I said about the dead body? Commissioner Matthew need to talk to you, Miss Wyatt. Fourth coins. Why are teddy bears at the crime scene? Say cheese, Commissioner Matthew. Thank you for finding my teddy bear. I dropped that in my gambling set on my way to the casino. I'm afraid your teddy bear was found at a murder scene. Have you ever seen this man before? That guy's been killed, but I know him. He was a croupier for the Menagio Casino poker tournament. The man's name was Alfie McNulty. He could spin the cards faster than a toupee in a hurricane. He worked for the Menagio's poker tournament. Interesting. We should check that place out, Commissioner Matthew. Thanks for your assistance, Miss Wyatt. No problem. If you need me, you can find me on the slot machines or at the buffet. Hallelujah. I love Paradise City. Of course, I do have an uncle who moved to Vegas, and this place is like Vegas. It's also the final stop on the Supercross season. Let's investigate the casino. Balloon. Faded card. Ankle monitor. Last clue's the disco ball. There we are. Got me another king of diamonds. Come on, Matthew. Let me have just one game of blackjack. I feel like a dieting kid in a candy store. Meh, you're no fun. So what'd you find in the casino? A pass for a poker tournament? So what? Alright, our victim was a croupier for the tournament. Whoever this pass belongs to might be able to tell us more about him, if we can retrieve their picture. And what's that weird watch you found? Oh, I see. That's the penitentiary logo. This must be a monitoring bracelet. Prisons use them to keep track of criminals on parole. What's it doing in a casino? It looks like it's locked. Think you can unlock it and find out who was wearing it? Well, that's what I'm going to do. But first, I am going to get a couple more stars. I'll be right back. Okay, I got me some more stars. Let's examine the faded poker pass. There we go. Poker player. Good job, Matthew. You cleaned up that poker tournament pass you found at the casino in no time. So this kid played poker with our victim as his croupier. Why don't you have a look at the casino's client database, Matthew? I'm sure you'll find that boy's name in no time. Examine poker player. I feel like I know this guy. Perfect. Danny Moto. Okay. So I don't know this guy. Good going, Matthew. That poker pass belongs to a certain Danny Moto. He doesn't look old enough to go to the bathroom on his own, let alone a casino. But since our victim worked for the tournament, maybe this Danny can tell us more about him. You're right. Let's go talk to Danny. Coins number 5. Danny Moto knows about the victim. College student, okay. What's this about, Commissioner? I didn't do anything. You can't prove anything. Kid, calm down. We're just here to ask you about... Okay, I admit it. I shouldn't be in this casino. I'm underage. You can arrest me, Commissioner. I'm guilty. Wait, if you're underage, how did you sign up for that poker competition? Fake ID, of course. I just wanted to go to a casino. I'm fascinated by all the card games, all that money being counted, probabilities, all the mathematics. But the croupier at my table was on to me. I thought he was going to have me thrown out. Actually, we're investigating Alfie's murder. He's dead? Oh gee, maybe I shouldn't have come to Paradise City. I've learned my lesson, Commissioner Matthew. I'm never gambling again. I'm going straight home to study for my exams. Kid's a little creepy, but I don't see him killing this guy. D98, yep. A7Q, yep. Another 9. Nice work unlocking that monitoring bracelet you found at the casino, Matthew. How did the criminal who was wearing this monitor manage to get it off? Good idea, maybe Hannah can help us out. I'll let these 3 run their courses. Maybe there's a chance I could speed up the autopsy, but we'll see what happens. So for now, this is Matthew. I'll see you after I get all the stars. Hello folks, it's Matthew. We are back. Let's get the results of the Ladybug Jewel. Matthew, this Ladybug Jewel you found on the strip is beautiful. I'm going to have a replica made for my daughter. Why don't you just give her this one? Firstly, that's unethical. Secondly, I found faint traces of your victim's blood on that jewel. That would be a horrible gift. Our victim's blood? This jewel is connected to the murder. But Matthew's right, it looks pretty expensive. There's no way a croupier could afford this. It must have belonged to the killer. Frank, for once you got it right. Oh no, what are you doing here? Jan called me. The ladybug is a lucky symbol across Europe and America. And what you have here is a charm, an object specifically designed to bring good luck. Your killer is superstitious. Ha, everyone is superstitious around here. Anyway, the killer's luck is about to run out. Let's go get him, Matthew. Monitoring bracelets are used by prisons to track criminals on parole, and the one he found at the casino belongs to a certain Louis DeRico. Louis is a small-time gambler and a big-time con man. His criminal record is huge. Fraud, racketeering, even jewel thieving. He's done it all. He spent 6 years in prison but was released on parole a couple of weeks ago. A guy that slippery, I'm not surprised he was able to wriggle off this monitoring bracelet. An experienced criminal so close to a murder investigation smells fishy, Matthew. Let's go talk to this guy. About his monitoring bracelet. Commissioner, no one respects the law more than me, but I have a game of blackjack going and I am on a winning streak, so let's be snappy. Commissioner Matthew would take all the time needed, Lewis. We know you took your monitoring bracelet off. Care to tell us why? That bracelet was cramping my style, and as I always say, if you ain't got style, you ain't got nothing. So your monitoring bracelet comes off on the same night a croupier gets killed. His name was Alfie McNulty. Ring a bell? Alfie? I played at his table. Talented croupier, good dresser. You guys don't think I was involved? I was only at the casino to play poker. I've been dreaming about the game from my prison cell for 6 years. I'm a changed man, Commissioner Matthew. No more crime, I promise. Cross my heart and hope to die. Hope so. I'll let the victim's body run its course. See you for that. Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back. Even though there's only 46 minutes left, I'm just going to go ahead and speed this up anyway. This corpse you brought me is one guy whose luck definitely ran out. I've heard of a poker face, but I've never heard of a croupier stick face until now. Nice one. Looks like all bets are off with this case. Sorry, Matthew, I'll get to the facts. The stick jammed into that guy's eye socket, skewered his brain, killing him instantly. I found no DNA anywhere, but that croupier stick had a story to tell. I found a tiny bit of shellfish residue mixed with ketchup, horseradish, and lemon on it. Shellfish ketchup, horseradish, and lemon. Sounds delicious, like a shrimp cocktail. Exactly, Frank. It's a shrimp cocktail. It's shrimp cocktail residue. Matthew, your killer eats shrimp cocktails. Matthew, I made it. I got this far without playing a single hand of poker. Phew! I've been thinking of nothing else all night. Of course I've been thinking about the case. I've been thinking about motives, for example. Who would want to kill a croupier? Good point. All our suspects so far play poker, like that crazy tourist Betty Wyatt. And Danny Moto, too. The victim found out he was in the casino underage, but he looks harmless. Could ex-con Lewis have some other motive for being at the casino beyond just playing poker? I don't trust that guy. Hey Matthew, I've got a lead for you. You know, Andrea mentioned all those robberies taking place here? Well, a few days ago, a jewelry store was robbed. Thousands of dollars worth of jewels were stolen. We're in the middle of a murder investigation, Hannah. Let the local cops deal with it. Why should we care? Because if you let me finish, I'd recognize your victim on the CCTV records. He was there during the robbery. Well, there's a big change-up. We'll get to Chapter 2 after this. Stay tuned. Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Time for Chapter 2 of Case 51, Killer Takes All. This is the first case in the Paradise City District. So let's get to Chapter 2. Matthew, I've got a lead for you. A few days ago, a jewelry store was robbed downtown. Thousands of dollars worth of jewels were stolen. We're in the middle of a murder investigation. Let the local cops deal with it. Why should we care? Another energy, thank you. Because I just hacked the CCTV records and recognized your victim. He was there during the robbery. What? Alfie McNulty, our dead casino croupier, was involved in a robbery, then got himself murdered? It looks that way. Matthew, I would get to that jewelry store and untangle this mystery if I were you. I'm under a happy hour right now. That's why I decided to speed things up. There we go. Postcard. Torn pieces. first star already. Matthew, we know the victim was in this jewelry store when it was robbed. What did you find? Great work. That postcard you found is addressed to Alfie. That's our victim. Let's clean up that message and see what it says. And if you think that torn photograph is important, you'd better piece it together. Examine the postcard now. You're a dead man, Alfie. Lewis. Threatening message. Whoa, the message on that postcard to the victim says, "You're a dead man, Alfie." It's signed by a certain Lewis. Wait, do you think that could be Louis DeRico? Lewis told us the only thing he did after leaving jail was play poker, but he didn't mention knowing the croupier well enough to send him death threats. Lewis has just reached the top of our list. Let's go bust his chops, Matthew. Find out why he threatened the victim. Lewis, if you don't want to wind up back in jail, you better start talking. Why did you send the victim this threat? You found my postcard? Man, I knew that was dumb. I was just so mad I was off my game. 6 years ago I was playing a casino heist, a big one. I had the whole thing planned, down to the shrimp cocktail I'd order at the poker table. I needed a croupier to keep watch for me at the casino, so I approached Alfie, offered him some dough. But Alfie turned me into the cops. He gave away my whole plan and got me locked up for 6 years. So you sent him that note, and when you got out, you went to see him at the casino to get even. Yes, I was going to beat him good, but I saw a black cat on my way there. That's bad luck. I decided to get him another day. I suppose my luck improved since someone else got Alfie before me. Matthew, I'm starting to wonder about who exactly our victim was. 6 years ago, he refused to work with Lewis and turned him into the police. But then he decides to rob a jewelry store? Was our victim a good guy or a scoundrel? You're right, let's just keep moving forward. We'll find the answers. Let's examine the rich photograph now. There we go. It's a torn picture. Nice job. You restored that photograph you found at the jeweler's. And look, there's the victim. Nicely spotted, Matthew. There's also Lewis and Danny in this photo. But who is that woman? She looks like someone I want to get to know. Let's get this photograph to Hannah, see if she can figure out who this fox is. Okay, 9 hours. I may speed this up, but we'll see what happens. So for now, this is where I'll end here, and I'll get the rest of the stars. Okay, folks, it is Matthew here, and we are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook, Case 51, Killer Takes All. We're in Chapter 2. Let's get the results of the photograph. I can see why you were interested in this photo you found at the jeweler's, Matthew. The woman in the middle is gorgeous. Yeah, do you have her name? Maybe a phone number? I thought you'd be off women after all that stuff with your ex-wife. Thanks for reminding me. So who is this dame? She listed her name as Grace O'Brien to enter the poker tournament, but I can't find anything on her in the database. She's a mystery. A mysterious poker-playing lady. Finally, a suspect worth talking to. Matthew, let's go chat her up. I mean, interrogate her. About playing at the victim's table. Miss O'Brien, We're investigating the murder of Alfie McNulty, a croupier at this casino. You played poker at his table. Oh yes, I remember him. He was charming. He brought me a shrimp cocktail and dealt my cards fast. That's all I want from my croupiers. And did you notice anything weird about him? Was he nervous? He got killed after the game. I don't pay attention to the people who deal the cards. I focus on the poker, Commissioner Matthew. Cards are more interesting than men. I'm sure there are some men more interesting than cards. If so, I've yet to meet one. I can't help you, Commissioner Matthew. My relationship with that croupier ended when the last card was dealt. Matthew, did you see the way that Grace was looking at me? She was smoldering so much I thought she was going to catch fire. You're right, she didn't tell us much about her case though, only that she played poker at our victim's table, like all the other suspects. Good plan, Matthew. Since all our suspects came here, we'd better have another look around the casino. There's a happy hour right now, but I just let it run its course. Excuse me. It's almost 2 a.m. right now. Lost phone. Diamond sign, playing card. Oh, that's a clue. Feather duster. And there's a helmet. 18th. Matthew, why did you pick up that playing card? There must be millions of them here. Oh, you think a message was written on it? Well, better clean it up and see if you're right. That mobile phone you picked up is locked. I'm going to let you unlock it, Matthew. After all, you're the expert at these things. And what do you mean you found a shrimp platter with a message? Who writes on a shrimp platter? Well, I'll be damned. This message reads, "Meet me outside now," and it's addressed to the victim. You're right. We know the killer ate a shrimp cocktail before killing Alfie. You think this message was from them? Then you better collect some of that weird yellow stuff on the platter. Okay, faded card now. There we go. Not that great, only 6. Nice work. There was a message on that casino playing card. The message reads, "You will pay for this, Mr. Croupier." Ha! It looks like the victim was as good at annoying people as he was at dealing cards. But how can we know who wrote on this card? Think Russell Know-It-All Crane can help? Alright, I guess we got nothing to lose. Okay, 15 hours. Yellow powder. Great job collecting that yellow powder from the shrimp platter. Let's send it to Jan and see what he can tell us about the killer. Six hours. PG-8, yeah. MD-28. Just missed out on the 8. I'm gonna damn well murder that croupier. Oh my god. Nice work hacking into that phone, Matthew. And look, there's a text message. The message reads, I'm gonna damn well murder that croupier. And it's from Betty Wyatt, that tourist we met on the strip. What did the victim do to her? And how far does she go to get revenge? Let's go talk to Betty, Matthew. About wanting to kill the victim? Betty, Commissioner Matthew found your phone with a message on it saying you wanted to kill Alfie. Care to explain? Oh damn, I didn't think you'd find that message, Commissioner Matthew. I lost $10,000 at Alfie's poker table last night, but I was sure a big win was just around the corner. I was wearing my lucky hat after all. I was on my 6th shrimp cocktail and having fun when that croupier tells me to leave. He told me I was losing all my money and that I shouldn't play anymore. I was so mad I could have smashed his head in. If Alfie had just let me keep playing, I would have won. He's the reason I'm broke. Commissioner Matthew had better not find out you murdered that croupier just for doing you a good turn, Betty, or it'll be jail for you. I'll let these two run their courses. I'll see you for them. Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Quote pitching ACD8. We're in case number 51, Killer Takes All. And we're now going to get the results of the yellow powder. I am going to let the threat for the victim run its course. That yellow powder your killer left on that platter gave me such a buzz. Literally. It's pure energy. The yellow powder is pantothenic acid. It hotwires your brain, giving you an energy boost so you can work longer without getting tired. Wait, some people want to work longer? Yes, Frank. This type of acid is used in energy pills. They're very popular in Paradise City. Poker players take them so they can keep playing all night. So our killer takes energy pills. Well, they're going to need one hell of an energy boost to keep ahead of you, Matthew. Yes, they will. I'll let the threat for the victim run its course, and I'll see you for that. Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back, and we're now going to get the results of the threat for the victim from Russell. You know, Matthew, playing cards originally came to the West from Persia. They were also used as currency, advertising, and as a place to write secret love notes. That's very interesting, Professor, but the playing card Matthew found in the casino didn't have a love note on it. It had a threat. While I used my graphological skills to analyze the script on the message, do you see how the garlands between the letters are curled and elongated? Whoever wrote this message is someone highly educated and used to writing in Arabic, most probably an Arabian prince. And as luck would have it, Hannah tells me an Arab prince registered for the poker tournament. Sheikh Abdullah bin Faisal. Sheikh Faisal for short. You win this round, genius. Come on, Matthew, let's go see why the Sheikh threatened our victim. Why Sheikh Faisal threatened the victim? Salam, Commissioner Matthew. How may I assist you? It's about Alfie McNulty, sir. We found the threat you sent him. The croupier at the casino? That sniveling heap of dung? I have never been more insulted in all my days in this country. First he seats me, a prince, at a poker table in the worst part of the room. Then he wouldn't let me keep my lucky dagger with me. He even refused to interrupt the game to fetch me another shrimp cocktail. Insolent wretch. So you threatened him because he treated you like a normal customer? If anyone needs to get some manners, it's you. How dare you? I'll complain to your commander. You will pay for that insult, believe me. Matthew, I never thought Paradise City would be full of gambling-obsessed, shallow, entitled losers. I thought everyone would be happy, but just look at our suspects. First there's Lewis, who wanted to beat up the victim for helping the police send him to prison 6 years ago. Then there's Betty, who threatened to kill the victim when he tried to stop her from losing her money. But the biggest mystery of all is the victim himself. Was he a good guy or a jewel thief? We still don't know what he was doing in that store. Frank, I'm going to kill you. What did you say to that Arab sheik? I didn't say anything. Ask Matthew. He says you insulted him, and now he's challenged you to a game of poker at his hotel. What? You can't be serious. I've never been more serious. If you lose, he's going to sue the police force and get Matthew thrown out of Paradise City. Oh, shoot. Oh, gosh. I didn't see that coming. Well, we'll get to chapter 3 in just a few minutes. Okay, folks, it is Matthew. We are back playing Criminal Case on Facebook. Let's get to chapter 3. Frank, I've got an Arab sheik threatening to sue the police force and have Matthew thrown out of Paradise City because you insulted him. But Andrea, he was being such an... I don't care. He's challenging you to a game of poker. If you win, he'll drop the charges. Ordinarily, I'd arrest the man for obstructing an investigation, but we've only just arrived here and can't afford to annoy powerful people, so you'd better win. You want me to play poker? Oh, I thought you said no gambling in Paradise City. Don't play smart with me. Matthew, please go with him. Help him win. We meet again, Commissioner Matthew. Your partner will pay for insulting me. We're in the middle of a murder investigation, pal. We've got a killer to find. This is no time to play poker. Well, to show I'm a good sport, maybe I could help you with your investigation. The deal is this. If I win, you leave Paradise City and I sue your police force. If you win, I'll give you a tip about your croupier's last moments. Do we have a deal? Deal. Don't worry, Matthew. No one's ever beaten me at poker, apart from my ex-wife. But she didn't play fair. I have you now, little police officer. I'll meet your bet. I'll raise. You've not beaten me yet. Cry, little man. 3 kings. What? That's impossible. I mean, the only hand that could possibly beat that is 3 aces. You lose, Your Highness. What? No one is that lucky. Commissioner Matthew is, and it must have rubbed off. Now tell us what you know about the murder of Alfie McNulty. Fine. All night the croupier was muttering to himself. Something about a jewelry store. It seemed important. The jewelry store, again. Commissioner Matthew, I agree. This store and its robbery must hold the key to this case. We should get back there as fast as we can. Thank God Frank won. Okay. Bag. Okay, grapes. Garnet poster. Broken pieces, there we go. Hand fan and flour.
She said she was going to get rich.
18th place. Right, Matthew. Do we finally know why the victim was obsessed with this jewelry store? Obsessed enough to apparently rob it before he was killed? You did find something. This wanted poster's got our victim on it, and it says he was a thief. I I can't believe it. Our victim really was a scoundrel. Who'd have thought? There was someone else on this poster with him. Work your magic and retrieve the partner in crime's face, Matthew. And there's the victim's name on this bag. Let's have a look inside. And you better piece together those broken bits of metal fast, Matthew, because the clock waits for no one. I think that was the second one. Anyway, I'm gonna grab a few more stars. I will be back. Okay, got some more stars. Let's examine the wanted poster first. Grace O'Brien. There we go. 8 of them. Wanted for theft. That wanted poster you found at the jeweler's was for our victim and Grace O'Brien. Seriously? That bombshell we met earlier is a thief? Why does every woman I meet turn out to be on the wrong side of the law, Matthew? Sorry, I know this isn't about me. So Grace used to be a thief with our victim. I can't believe it. Let's go get answers from Grace, Matthew. About her criminal past. There I was, thinking you were just some random attractive poker player, but you were on a wanted poster with our victim. So you think I'm attractive? Yeah, I'm strange like that. I've got a thing for liars. Quit the games and I'll tell Commissioner Matthew the truth. Seriously? You thought I was just going to casually mention, oh yeah, me and Alfie used to be jewel thieves together? Not that I'm ashamed. Working with Alfie, being a jewel thief, it's the best fun a girl can have with her clothes on, making plans, staying up all night with nothing but some energy pills and lockpicks for company. But that's all in the past now. Alfie and I went to jail and paid our dues. I don't take risks anymore. Hell, I don't even walk under ladders or on the cracks. Nevertheless, I've seen a lot of attractive faces in my time, and yours has guilty written all over it. We're not done with you yet. Okay. An owl. Those broken pieces you found at the jeweler's were a statue of an owl? What's that got to do with our murder, Matthew? I see. The victim's name is written on the base. But why? I agree, we don't have time for riddles. Let's get this owl to Russell and let him do the work. Okay, I see. Newspaper clipping. Okay, you found a newspaper clipping in the victim's bag. What does it say? It's been damaged, but the headline reads, "Croupiers beware." No wonder the victim had this. But why should croupiers beware? Come on, clean up that article and see what the rest of it says. Young math genius rips off casinos. That's Danny Moto. Nice work. That newspaper clipping from the victim's bag says "Croupiers beware" was talking about Danny Moto. The newspaper says that little geek we met earlier was ripping off casinos. I knew there was more to that kid. Come on, let's go talk to him. About him ripping off casinos. Not so sweet and innocent after all, are you, Danny? This article says you ripped off casinos. I knew I should have told you the truth, Commissioner Matthew. Please don't send me to prison. Mathematics is my passion. I spend every day working on calculations. Sometimes I take energy pills just so I can study more. But being good at math doesn't pay school fees. It doesn't even pay for shrimp cocktails. However, I realized that being good at math could help in a casino. I counted cards and won big, enough to pay my school fees. But you got caught. How did you manage to enter that poker competition? Luck. Registration didn't cross-check my name, and the security guards didn't recognize me, but Alfie did. He told me to leave his table if I didn't want him to call security. I said a good luck prayer as I ran away, hoping Alfie wouldn't tell anyone. Looks like I was lucky after all. Lucky? The man is dead. Here's a sum for you, genius. What do you get if you multiply a whole lot of evidence with a greedy, scared little kid? 1 long prison sentence. We'll be in touch, Danny. Well, he's in the running now. I'll let the owl statue run its course. I'll see you for that sometime tomorrow. Or maybe later tonight if I'm lucky. Hi folks, it's Matthew. I'm back. And I'm just gonna speed this up. So let's get the results of the owl statue. This owl you found at the jeweler's is fascinating, Matthew. Owls are mysterious creatures. In England, they symbolize wisdom, but in Finland, the word for owl means idiot, while in Arab... Russell, if I wanted to learn geography, I'd buy an atlas. Tell us something useful. I was going to say that in Arabia, owls are seen as bad luck. Wait, we got someone from Arabia in our suspect list. Do you think Sheikh Faisal could have wished bad luck on the victim? Most definitely. After all, he did write the victim's name on the base. Alright, so you were useful. Again. Come on, Matthew, let's go shake down that Sheik. Why you curse the victim with bad luck? You two again. Won't you people give it a rest? That croupier is dead. Forget about him. Commissioner Matthew won't rest until this killer is caught. So why don't you tell us why you sent Alfie, that cursed owl? Ugh, it's hard to be regal when you are surrounded by peasants. I have to take energy pills just to find the strength to talk to you commoners. Last night I lost $100,000 at that poker table. This was small change to me, but I still needed to defend my honor, so I performed a little card trick. But that damned croupier saw and accused me of cheating. Me, a prince, in front of everyone. It was humiliating. So I had a servant give that owl to him. He didn't realize it was a curse, but my honor was restored. Honor? How far does defending honor go, Faisal? Far enough to kill someone? Don't leave the country, Your Highness. We're not done with you. Now he's in the running. Personally, I like to think that he's the one with the best motive. I don't know, Matthew. One of these suspects is the killer, but I think everyone's wearing poker faces. I mean, what was going on with our victim? He's a jewel thief, and Grace used to be his partner in crime, but does she have what it takes to murder someone? And that Danny with his I'm just a poor innocent math genius game. Is he playing us for fools? Damn it, if only we had more time. Matthew, I've been looking everywhere for you. It's almost morning and the city council wants to reopen the strip. But that's our crime scene. If there's any more evidence left, it'll be lost. Come on, Matthew, let's get back to the strip before it's too late. Neon sign, bathroom sign, ashtray. Oh, that was a clue. Pin-up girl, teddy bear. Where's the thong? Oh, it's in the water. Great, another OJ. This is our last chance to solve Alfie's murder, Matthew. So what have you got? An ashtray? Jeez, Matthew, we have 5 suspects who could run at any minute. A crime scene is about to be shut down and a giant murder to solve, and you pick up an ashtray? Fine, if you think there's something in there, go through it fast. And that neon sign you found is covered in blood. Better collect a sample. I'm going to go ahead and do it. A gem. A cut sapphire. How did a sapphire end up in an ashtray, Matthew? If I had a rock that big, I'd keep an eye on it. Anyway, you think the sapphire could be linked to Alfie's murder? Then there's not a second to lose. Let's get this to Jan. Now let's examine the neon sign. There we are. Great, let's get that blood sample from the neon sign to Jan. It might hold a crucial clue to catching this killer. Okay, I'll let these two run their courses, and I'll see you for them. Hi folks, it is Matthew. We are back. Before we get the results of the Sapphire Gem, I want to take a quick look at the suspects right now. See who's in the running for what. It looks like Betty White is cleared because she doesn't take energy pills. So far, Danny Moto's in the running because he takes all 3. He's all 3. Louis Dorico, he's going to be cleared because he doesn't take energy pills. Grace O'Brien is a possibility. And as is Sheik Faisal. If I had to venture a guess, I'm still leaning towards the Sheik, because he's the one with the best motive. But anyway, let's get the results of the Sapphire Gem. Matthew, that sapphire you found, that sapphire you brought me had quite a story to tell. You couldn't see it with the naked eye, but it was dirty as a bathroom floor. Yuck, spare us the metaphors, Jan. The sapphire was covered with traces of shrimp sauce and pantothenic acid, which happened to be 2 pieces of evidence Matthew has already uncovered. So you're saying the sapphire belongs to Alfie's killer? That's great. And Matthew, if there's one thing to know about Paradise City, it's that people care about their bling. Our killer will have replaced that sapphire. You can trust me on that. Her sapphire jewelry. You know what, I think I'll just go ahead and speed this up for 12. I know you don't have long, Matthew, so I'll be brief. That blood you found on the neon sign is the victim's. But there was something else in there. When I applied a polymerase chain reaction to the blood, it picked up someone else's DNA. That must be the killer's DNA. What can you tell us about them? Are they tall, short, fat, thin? It was only a partial strand, but I was able to get enough of the genetic sequence to find the enzyme that denotes hair color. Your killer has brown hair. Great! Matthew, let's get out there and find this brunette killer before it's too late. This is the part I love, Matthew. You got everything you need, and I bet you know who the killer is, don't you? Come on, then. Let's go and arrest Alfie McNulty's killer. Let's see here. Okay, it's definitely not Betty White. It isn't Danny Moto. It's not Louis Dorico. I don't even know the Sheik's hair color, so he's clear. Damn, I would have loved to bust that dumbass. Grace O'Brien it is. You placed your last bet, Grace O'Brien. We know you killed Alfie McNulty. What? Me kill Alfie? Where's your proof, Commissioner Matthew? There's that ladybug charm you dropped at the crime scene. You could have used that luck. That's not mine. You can't prove a thing. Then there's that cute message you left on the shrimp platter, luring Alfie outside to his death. You think I wrote a message on a shrimp platter? Who does something that weird? And then there's our trump card. Commissioner Matthew found your DNA mixed with the victim's blood on the crime scene. What happened? Did Alfie put up a fight and cut you? Huh, are you serious? Alfie couldn't fight his way out of a paper bag. He was a weakling. A week ago, I asked Alfie to help me rob that jewelry store, just like the good old days. But the pathetic wretch refused. He said he wasn't a criminal anymore. He had become so boring. I went to rob that jewelry store alone, but Alfie followed, trying to stop me. He even threatened to go to the cops. That's when I knew he wasn't trustworthy anymore. I had to get rid of him. So I went to the casino, played a round of cards at his table. I wrote him that note on the shrimp platter. It was the only thing to hand. He met me outside. He was carrying a croupier stick, and that's when I had the idea. I knew if I didn't kill him, he'd be a thorn in my side. I did what had to be done. I thought I'd cover my tracks. I'd always been so lucky. That luck just ran out. You're under arrest. So, Grace O'Brien, you went from a reformed jewel thief to murder in one swing of a croupier stick? Not exactly a winning strategy, was it? Your Honor, you seem like a betting man. Maybe we could cut some kind of deal. Tell me, how good are you at cards? I don't make bets with murderers, Miss O'Brien. How am I to know your promises are worth anything? That's the risk of gambling. The luck of the draw, the roll of the dice, the thrill of... I'm not much for thrills, thank you, but I hereby sentence you to 20 years in prison for the murder of Alfie McNulty. Is that thrilling enough for you? Wait, you can't do this. This isn't over. I'll be out in no time. Would you like to bet on that? Nice work, Matthew. You've only just arrived in Paradise City and you've already solved a murder. Do you think your luck might work on the poker table? We could make a fortune, Matthew. Oh, I guess you're right. Meeting all those gambling addicts and cheats is enough to put anyone off gambling. Let's go to the bar instead. Sheik almost made the cut. Betty White was clear because she doesn't take energy pills, and she's not a brown-haired person. This was Danny Moto's only piece of the thing that he didn't fit. Louis Dorico was already cleared. So that's it for now. Go to the Big Heist Part 1. Hi folks, it's Matthew. We are back. We're now going to do the Big Heist Part 1. Killer takes all. Congratulations on another solved case, Matthew. You've already become the talk of Paradise City. A lot of people are betting on you. Ah, Commissioner Matthew, there you are. My name is Eugenia Hestentrope, and I'm the owner of the Menagio Casino. Yeah, Commissioner Matthew just solved the murder of one of your employees. Exactly, which proves you're the best there is. That's why I need your help. There's been a string of heists in Paradise City led by a master thief. And I've got the feeling these thieves are preparing to rob my casino, and I can't let that happen. You want us to investigate a robbery that hasn't even taken place? This could be the biggest heist of the century, and I'm certain Louis Dorico is the one behind it. He's surely putting a team together as we speak. I'm sorry, but accusations aren't much to go on, ma'am. Look, the jewelry store that got robbed was part of the Menagio. Maybe they robbed the place as a warm-up before they robbed the casino itself. Fine, you're lucky Commissioner Matthews is willing to go to the jewelry store to see if there are any leads to go on. Wait up, Matthew. A certain Betty called. She wants to talk to you. Can I go see her with you? I'd love to show you around Paradise City. Don't hit up any bars without me, Roxy. Matthew, I'll be waiting at the jewelry store while you help Betty out at the casino. Huh? Why can't it be the other way around? Investigating the jewelry store now. Footstool hat, a smoking, cell phone, fan gift box, magnifying glass, where the heck's the bow tie? Oh, there we are. Not one of my best scores, but that's alright. Okay, Matthew, so you found a faded newspaper article. It won't be any use to us until you've retrieved the faded text, though. Examine the faded article. Robbery series, a witness shows up. Excellent job, Matthew. You uncovered the article's faded text in no time. So there's a picture of an open money vault, and the headline reads, Robbery Series, a witness shows up. Andre mentioned that there have been a string of robberies recently, and this article says there may have been a witness. You're right, Matthew. We need to send this article to Hannah. We need to find that witness. Okay, 9 hours. And now let's find out what Betty Wyatt needs my attention for. Oh, Commissioner Matthew, thank the Lord you're here. I've been cheated. In Paradise City? That's a surprise. I was playing blackjack at the casino, and when I won big, they claimed I was cheating and threw me out. I don't trust casinos, but I don't trust you either, Betty. If we discover you're lying to us, there will be trouble. That said, we'll look into this. Casinos have really good surveillance systems, so maybe we could use it against them. Let's go find the recordings of Betty's blackjack game at the casino. Oh, there we are. There's the surveillance camera. Locked CCTV. Magic wand, balloon. Corset. Crown. There we are. Kind of took my time with this. Good call, Matthew. This surveillance camera must have filmed Betty playing. It's a sure way to know whether she cheated or not. Of course the camera's locked, but I've heard that's never been a problem for you. Let's examine it. MOR, yep. EC3. Got it. Great job, Matthew. You'll unlock the surveillance camera in no time. Good idea. Russell could have a look at that footage and analyze Betty's behavior when she was playing. He could tell us if she cheated or not. And we promised Frank we'd wait until work's over to hit the town. I don't know what will be the hardest, waiting for the lab results or not going out drinking. "6 hours. So I'll let these two run their courses. See you for them." Hey guys, it's Matthew. I'm back again. I decided to have a change of heart since I'm in an unlimited energy happy hour. I'm going to go ahead and speed everything up. So I checked out that article you found and looked into the details of the robberies it mentions. There's been a string of carefully operated robberies in Paradise City recently, and they all target big casinos. The gang has been nicknamed the Phantom Thieves because nobody has ever seen them. Until now. Did you find out who the witness was? Yes, it turns out you know him, though I wouldn't trust him. It's Danny Moto. You're right, an underage kid who's cheating at poker is not the most trustworthy witness, but we need all the information we can get. Let's go talk to Danny, Matthew. Asked Danny Moto about what he saw. Danny, Commissioner Matthew has discovered that you were a witness in the recent series of casino burglaries. You saw those so-called Phantom Thieves? Huh, like anybody cares about what I saw. Huh? What are you on about, kid? When I went to the police with my story, they didn't even listen to me. They just gave me hot cocoa and told me to run on home, like I was a child. They didn't even hear you out? Wow, the Paradise City cops sound even lazier than me. I even took a photo of one of the thieves, but they wouldn't look at it. Then the newspaper printed that article, and now I'm worried the thieves will come after me. You took a picture of one of the Phantom Thieves? Where is it? I tore it up and threw it on the strip. I didn't think anybody cared. You're right, Commissioner Matthew. We need to look for that photo on the strip. But first, let's go home. But first, let's go get some Paradise City burgers. Foam came out of my mouth. Or should I say saliva. Let's investigate the main street. This is why I decided to just speed everything up. As you can see, I do have an unlimited energy happy hour. And you know me, I cannot say no to unlimited energy. So I might as... And I have the cash, so I might as well just speed things up. There's a torn photo. It does look like Louis Dorico, but we'll see what happens. Good job, Matthew. You found a torn photo. Let's restore it and hope it's the one Danny took. Examine the torn photo now. Does look like Louis Dorico. That guy in the picture you restored, we know him, you're right. That's Louis Dorico. And there's no doubt about it. This photo shows him looting a place. Louis must be one of the Phantom Thieves. Looks like the Menagio owner was right to suspect him of being behind these robberies. Of course, Danny's photo isn't enough to arrest Louis, but Louis doesn't know that. Let's hide our cards and get him talking. I just hope he doesn't call our bluff. About the burglaries? Lewis, you're done for. Commissioner Matthew found a photo of you taken during one of your heists. I didn't know I was so photogenic, but that photo doesn't prove anything. It's just me with a bag over my shoulders. It's you in a robber's outfit with a bag of loot. Let's agree to disagree. I'm just a simple fool trying to steer clear of trouble after my stint in prison. About that, for taking off your parole monitor bracelet earlier, we're fining you. My, you couldn't beat me, so you have to humiliate me? Fine, but I'll have the last laugh, Commissioner Matthew. You'll never catch me. And let's speed this up. Matthew, I took a look at the CCTV footage you found in the casino. Sure enough, there was Betty at the blackjack table. And she was cheating? No, Betty was telling the truth, which is rare for people in Paradise City. There are at least 7 different techniques to cheat in card games, from manipulating the deck to switching out cards. But Betty didn't do any one of those maneuvers. In fact, the main thing she is guilty of is having an excellent poker face. The way she keeps her cool but still maintains conversations without added body expressions. In fact, that's why the casino was convinced she was cheating. So Betty won the game fair and square? That's surprising, but that means the casino owes her a lot of money. I guess honesty does pay. Come on, Matthew, let's go tell her. Tell her the good news. Betty, Commissioner Matthew proved you weren't cheating at the casino. With this proof, you can claim your money back. Oh, I knew I could count on you, Commissioner Matthew. Now that I can get my money back, I can keep gambling. You just gotta love Paradise City. Aren't you scared of just losing it all again? Honey, you've got to lose a few to win a few. That's just the way the universe works. And now that I've lost my husband, I hope to win plenty more, too. But in case I do end up losing all my money, let me first take you shopping for some new outfits. Come on, Commissioner Matthew, it's your lucky night too. Woohoo! Later back at the station. So, Commissioner Matthew, did you find anything that proves Louis Dorico's going to try and rob my casino? Not exactly. We discovered Louis Dorico is behind the previous heist, though we're still lacking proof to arrest him. But don't worry, we'll find some. Thank you, Commissioner Matthew. The Menagio is the biggest casino here. That's why those thieves are keeping it for last. I can feel it. Well, we need to go on more than just a feeling, but that's why I've given Commissioner Matthew the order to investigate and gather all the information needed. And don't worry, ma'am. Unlike most people in Paradise City, you can count on Commissioner Matthew. They never lose. Well, that's odd. I leveled up. Didn't award me with an OJ. That's a level up in an OJ. That's weird. So, I'm going to wait for people to give me reports. See you for that. So for now, this is Matthew. See you in a few hours. See you in a few minutes, I should say.